already done. We going to look like this. Here we can go into it. Single particle is precise, so they look very linear. Ooh, it looks cute. Can you see this? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Khushi Johari and I am so excited about this video because this is going to be my first video about tech. Yes, I am an engineer. I am a creative developer by profession and I have been working in this industry from about 3 years now. I have 3 years of hands-on experience as a merge tech developer and recently I have transitioned into creative development. So now I'm working in 3D. The concept of blending tech with art is such an incredible idea. And I absolutely love this because it brings out my creativity and my logic side as well. So that is something which really intrigues me because we need more people like them. Tech does not mean being too logical and just thinking in a linear way. There are so many people who can think out of the box and create something really marvelous when they're using their creativity. And this is something what I love to do as well. So in this video, I'm going to show you this project that I've created that you can already see on my screen. This is going to be like a cozy coding session with me. It's not like a proper tutorial because I'm not professionally trained for that, but this is something which I have built and I'm going to take you through this process. Like, how am I building it? How am I finding solutions for my problems, any challenges that I'm facing? So, how do I overcome this? Also, I've recently started learning 3JS from Bruno Simons. Like, I already had the basics cleared and I have been working in 3D from about 1 year now. So I wanted to excel. I wanted to advance in my career. So I bought this course by Bruno Simons, which is 3JS Journey. And this is an absolutely amazing course because it has so many things that I was not expecting, honestly. And every single video is just so incredible. You get to learn so much in depth. Yeah, I built a few projects. That was the basic that I covered. But this is the real deal from now on. Whatever video I'm going to watch, I am going to create a project about it on it, and then I'm going to upload it on online on social media platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube for you to watch it and for you to learn as well because I want more people from this industry, tech industry, to explore their creative side as well. There are a lot of creative developers, artistic people who want to blend tech and art, but they are not getting any ideas or they're stuck in those regular selective niches where they cannot explore. And also, there are not a lot of opportunities for such people. So, I, being myself, Khushi, so I just thought that maybe if I educate people or make people aware of this stuff, they are actually going to go into this because most of the people are into learning web development, 2D web development, and creating web apps and all. This is amazing. Okay, that is amazing, absolutely amazing. But there are very less people in 3D. So basically, I want to take you through this journey where I'm learning something and you learn with me as well. If I'm learning something, I'm just going to share it with you so that you can gain some knowledge about it. So yeah, let's just get into it. I've already prepared, like I've went through the lesson and I've taken down some notes in my notebook over here. So today what we are going to learn is the concept of particles. and point material. So how can we create different particles and using custom geometry and predefined geometry as well. I usually use notebook and pen to write stuff down. I don't use a lot of devices. I have my MacBook on which we are going to code. This is my to-do list that I have written. Because that project which was shown in the video, I want to create my own version. So I have listed out some pointers what else I have to do in order to build that project. So first thing is, if you can see, the project's name is Cloudy Sky of Huts. I know it's not that good. This is so bad, I know. And then this is how it's going to look. So this is the visuals I've created. So yeah, this is how it's going to look. This is the color theme that I've the exact codes, hex codes. I'm going to put it on the screen. So baby pink, off white, and normal white. So baby pink for the hearts, and off white for the sky, and white color for the cloud. There was an image that I had in my mind. So I was looking for some inspirational pictures on Pinterest. So I got this image, and this is what I want my project to look like. So this is the info. What is the purpose of building this project? So it's not that serious. Like, I'm not going to solve a real world problem by building this project. Yeah, that's not true. But this is going to help me learn some concepts that going to help me in future to build something which is gonna help the world. So the purpose of creating this project is first to practice the particles in Java 3JS and work with alpha test, alpha depth, and depth right properties. So there are some properties to use in point materials. So we are going to see that in the video later. There are some tasks that I have to do. So first is I'll create a basic 3JS project for you guys. If you are unaware of 3JS, I will highly recommend you to first learn it to understand what I'm doing over here, because honestly, I'm not going to explain every single thing. So if you have just some idea of 3JS, it's going to be easy for you. And I'm going to use HTML as well and CSS as well, but it's going to be very less just to add the basic setup. That's all. And then we are just going to work with 3JS only. 3JS is a JavaScript 3D library which helps us to build 3D projects. Second thing is, instead of using like normal particles that in the picture, I'm not going to use those images. I'm going to build something of my own. I'm going to draw something of my own. So I'll use Infinite Painter to draw. I don't have Procreate and I don't have an iPad. So that's why I'm going to use Infinite Painter and my drawing tablet to draw this. So I'm going to paint like 3 to 4 hearts of different shapes and sizes and structures and colors as well. And then I'm going to export them as PNG, and I'm going to use that PNG image as textures on every single particle. So it's going to look like there are multiple particles spread in random positions, and then instead of using a point, we are going to use that image. So there's going to be a lot of hearts instead of points in the space type. Then for the clouds, I'm not that good with Blender right now. I will not work with it honestly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to download it from external sources. You can download them from the websites and you can use it in your projects because they are copyright free and they are just in the public domain. So you can use it, you can implement it in your project. So we are going to search cloud models, and then we are going to import them in our project and use it. Then we have to create the sky. So for the sky, we have to use off-white color. We're not going to keep it plain. We will add some textures to it as well. It's not going to make sense until and unless we jump into our project. So let's start. First, I'm creating a folder and then I'm opening it in VS Code. Then I'm using Vite to create a basic vanilla JavaScript project. We'll also have to import 3.js. Then we will remove all the files that we don't need. Now I'm creating a canvas tag and then linking my CSS in HTML. In the JS file, I'm creating a basic scene and then a perspective camera, a cube mesh, and then we'll rotate that cube mesh on each frame. The CSS is not fixed, so let's do that first. Now it's not that responsive, so we have to add an event listener that's going to call a function each time the window is resizing. Instead of a cube, let's create a sphere and add point materials to it. Yeah, I forgot to remove cube rotation. Our sphere with particles is ready. Let's add orbit controls to move it with the mouse on drag or scroll, zoom in, zoom out. Oh, it looks so cool. We can also go inside it when we zoom. It looks so incredible. Okay, so this is what we have currently done. I've created this particles sphere, and if I zoom in, it's going to look like this. Okay, we can go into it, and this is how it looks if I just drag and scroll. But now what I want to do is the position of every single particle is precise, so they look very linear. I want it to be spread randomly like clouds in random direction, in positions. So for that we have to start coding, we have to start writing the logic for that. Currently I have created the basic 3js project, and now I have to draw an image of the heart in Infinite Painter. So as we have, this was my tech inspo, and from this I'm going to create a similar looking heart. Okay, so let me show you my drawing tablet. So this is my drawing tablet. I have two drawing tablets. This is the mini one. This is this mini tablet from XP Pen, and this is Deco Mini 4 model. It comes up with this drawing tablet or graphic tablet. You have two connectors. First is for the C type, and second is for USB. And then we have this cable. So as I have Mac, so it's not going to connect because I have Turbo C port. So that's why this connector is going to be really beneficial for us. So this is going to go in the MacBook, and this is going to be attached over here. And this is the surface that we are going to use, and we have a pen. So this is a very good substitute if you don't have a touch screen device where you can draw something. So this is very affordable and easy to use, and yeah, let's just get into it. Yeah, we missed it. So it was 11:11 on the clock, but now that I've missed it, and now I'm actually seeing it's 112 112, which is 2222. Okay, 11:11 on the screen. Let's just export these drawings as images. I'm using a texture loader to load the images. Yeah, I figured out I should rename the images before using them, and it didn't work as we expected. To fix this problem, we have to add a custom geometry instead of using a predefined sphere geometry. So that's why we'll use buffer geometry to create a custom geometry. Can you see this thing over here? So the heart has this black portion that we don't want. We just want the heart to be visible over here. Also, we are currently using only one heart texture and we have to use it. We have to use the other two as well. Let's add alpha texture to fix that black shadow that we've seen. And yeah, it's gone. But there's still a black outline that we can still see. So to remove that, we have to use depth test property. So let's use that. Yeah, everything is working fine now, everything is fixed, but there's still a weird problem. Did you see? The cube must be all white, but it's giving us this weird effect. Make the depth right property false. And here it's gone. It's 12:30 right now and I'm just so tired. So I'll just continue doing it tomorrow. Welcome to the day two of us building a 3D project from scratch. Yesterday, we have done a lot of things from our to do list, so most of the things are done. And today, we are going to work on finding the textures and the models for our project. We have already added the parts, the particles, and it's all over the sky. But now we have to create a sky. So, for that, I think I'll be using a stair, and on that sphere we are going to add a texture which is going to be similar to our inspirational picture. It was something like off-white, creamish, whitish sort of background with texture, some kind of rough texture of a paper. So we are going to replicate that. So there are few sites from where we are going to search that, and then we have to also search for cloud 3D models. So as I'm not that good in Blender right now, I've not worked on it. So I cannot create my own 3D models, but if you can, just create of something of your own and then you can import that into your project. But as I don't know how to do that, I go to a website called Sketchfab, and on that website, I'm gonna search a few free 3D models of cloud. I'm gonna try to import them in my project. Let's see which cloud is gonna go with our entire theme. I think we will be able to turn this into what I have imagined in my vision. And if that's gonna happen, it's going to be fantastic. So this is my first time doing these things, and it's just cool to see that if I have something in my mind, I'm able to turn it into something physical. I'm able to give it a physical form. That is like a superpower for me right now. So I'm practicing these concepts every day. I'm learning more and more stuff. It's a bit difficult, but with time, I'm just gonna become better at it. So fingers crossed. So let's dive into it and let's search our clouds on the screen. We'll use this cloud model amongst all. It was looking the best. Download it from this button over here. And then select GLB with texture size 1K and then download that in your assets folder. This is the code for importing the cloud models in our 3JS project with exact position, size, and rotation. The cloud model is in the models folder in the assets folder. And this is how it looks after adding the clouds at the right positions. On this site, you will get a wide range of textures of different materials. So, yeah, you can just go explore. We'll use this one. So, download the texture of 1K. It's gonna give you a zip file, extract that, and use it in your project. We'll create a sphere and we will apply the texture on that. We don't need all of these downloaded textures, so we'll just use what we require. These are all the lights that I've applied to make it look brighter, otherwise it was looking terrible. And this is the final look. And oh, I've also added animation to the hearts, so all of the code you can find it on my GitHub. Whatever I've missed, it's all over there. Okay, and we are done with the project. It was a really fun project to do. I'm just so happy to see that we have executed something that I had in my mind and into something physical. So, yeah, on screen, it's live. The links are in the description. You can go check it out. The source code is available on my GitHub, and the GitHub link is in the description, so you can go watch it out. For the people who are going to open up the live link of the project in their mobile, please be aware because my project is not that optimized and the code is also not that optimized right now. So don't come at me. I'm still learning, I'm still in the process of figuring out how these things work. And yeah, if you're using it on your mobile, then just be aware because it might lag. So I would suggest you to use it on your laptop or desktop. Big devices can handle it better. So yeah, also let me know if you actually enjoyed these technical stuff, these projects, and if you want me to do more of it, let me know what did you like about it and how can I improve. If there's any suggestion that you want to give me related to these projects, what I can add, how can I make it better, please let me know. All the opinions are welcome. So you can just help me out in the comment section. And yeah, this was a really simple project, honestly. It shouldn't have taken 2 days to complete. Like a few, it might have just taken a few hours because it was not that complicated, but because of all these recordings and shooting along with coding and doing a vlog for doing a dev vlog while I'm coding, it's actually kind of distracting for me and I'm just new to it. So yeah, this was my first video, my first dev vlog. I don't know what was it, but it was just a cozy session with me where I show you how I code, how I build stuff. And this was just a basic project. We are going to go into more complex projects from now on, and you'll be seeing more of these projects. And yeah, I'm just so happy. So I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.